The opening blow, mockery and fire. The Xanthari Dominion had always considered themselves masters of order. For centuries, their fleets burned across the spiral arms, enforcing civilization on lesser races. Their admirals laughed in polished crystal halls, boasting that resistance was futile because law and reason always bent before Xanthari fire. So when their patrol ships encountered the human convoy near the Outrim Passage, they acted without hesitation. 3 civilian transports carrying colonists, medical aid, and children were boxed in by war cruisers. There was no declaration, no warning. They opened fire. The human screams never reached Earth. 1,000 lives were incinerated in silence. The Xanthari commander laughed as the last hull broke apart, fragments scattering like ash on the void. He broadcast across open frequencies. Earth is weak. Their quarantine is fear, not power. Let the galaxy know. Humans hide because they are prey. The celebration of arrogance. News spread like wildfire. Alien councils mocked Earth's restraint. Hollow anchors jeered at the coward primates who dared claim quarantine yet did nothing as their blood was spilled. At the annual Galactic Concord Assembly, Xanthari envoys raised their glasses in triumph. The chamber erupted with laughter. Earth marks itself forbidden, yet cannot defend its own kin. Perhaps their quarantine is a mercy, to save them from their own delusions. Few remembered why Earth had been marked quarantine at all. The warning had been ancient, older than most star-faring civilizations. Do not approach, do not provoke, do not awaken Earth. But centuries of peace made the words seem like myth, a relic of a forgotten era. The Xanthari believed they had pierced the lie. And so the galaxy laughed. The silence before the storm. Then silence. Earth said nothing. No statement, no plea for justice, no cry of vengeance. For 3 weeks the void was calm. Alien rulers took this silence as weakness. Commentators mocked the stillness, spinning stories of humans too primitive to act. But the silence was not surrender. It was the sound of an old beast awakening. On Earth, deep beneath the Atlantic crust, hangars rumbled. Massive floodgates opened, long-hidden docks stirring for the first time in centuries. From Antarctica's black ice, titanic launch bays yawned open, releasing dreadnoughts that had not seen stars since the quarantine edict was signed. From Luna's dark side, where generations thought only barren rock existed, fleets rose in silence, their hulls swallowing light, their weapons humming with restrained fury. The galaxy did not see the mobilization. Not yet. They only felt the growing dread as human signals spread like whispers. We heard you. We are coming. The first retaliation, the quarantine breaks. The Xanthari Dominion expected reprisal raids, maybe a few frigates, a desperate plea for mercy. What came instead eclipsed suns. At the edge of Xanthari space near the Helix Gate, human warships emerged. Not hundreds, not thousands, millions. Each vessel a fortress, bristling with weapons unseen in galactic doctrine, weapons that tore not through hulls but through reality itself. Entire star systems went dark as human fleets advanced. Xanthari colonies reported storms of fire falling from orbit, cities swallowed in plasma so pure it left only glassed wastelands. There were no demands, no ultimatums, only silence followed by annihilation. Survivors whispered that humans fought like executioners, not conquerors. Their war doctrine was not war, it was extermination. The galaxy's realization, dread in the stars. Panic spread across the galaxy. Alien councils demanded answers. How could a quarantined world unleash such forces? How could a race mocked as primitive deploy fleets rivaling the gods of myth? Historians scrambled for fragments of truth. Ancient archives were unearthed. In dusty records, a chilling revelation surfaced. Earth had been quarantined not to protect the galaxy from Earth, but to protect Earth from the galaxy. Long ago, when humans first reached the stars, they waged wars so absolute, so merciless, that entire species vanished. They were not conquerors nor colonizers. They were survival incarnate. Other civilizations united to chain them, to force Earth into quarantine, to bury the monster before it devoured everything. But now the chain had broken, and the monster was awake again. The climax, humanity unleashed. The Xanthari High Command mobilized everything. Armadas converged, fleets numbering in the tens of thousands. They believed numbers would hold. But numbers meant nothing. At Valor Prime, the Xanthari's fortress world, human dreadnoughts arrived. Each vessel dwarfed the largest alien carrier, armored in black alloys that bent physics. Weapons unleashed fury from 12 dimensions, tearing space itself into burning scars. Alien commanders screamed for retreat, but retreat was meaningless. Human fleets encircled them, blotting out the stars. When Earth struck, it was not battle, it was revelation. Orbital bombardments carved fissures across continents, seas boiled into steam, and cities crumbled like sand. Human soldiers, tall, silent, wrapped in armor that moved like shadows, descended upon survivors. They did not speak. They did not rage. They simply advanced, unstoppable, erasing resistance like chalk from slate. Xanthari civilians begged for mercy. None came. One human transmission played across the burning skies. Quarantine was your salvation. You broke it. Now you inherit the consequence. The collapse of empires. It did not end with the Xanthari. Every race that mocked Earth felt the echo. Those who had cheered, who had laughed, who had called humanity prey, found their own fleets burning. Not all were destroyed, but all were scarred. Humans struck surgical blows, dismantling industries, annihilating war factories, glassing strongholds. They did not exterminate worlds beyond the guilty, but they left scars deep enough that generations would whisper of fire raining from nowhere. Entire star nations surrendered without a fight. Some begged to renew the quarantine. Others simply hid, praying the humans would not notice them. But humanity was already withdrawing. Their fleets receded into the void, disappearing into black gates that collapsed behind them. The galaxy realized the truth. Earth did not want conquest, it wanted silence. The aftermath, whispers in the void. The Xanthari Dominion was gone. Their maps erased, their fleets turned to ash, their homeworld reduced to molten ruin. In the halls of the galactic conquered, silence reigned. Every envoy remembered the warning carved into the stars: do not provoke Earth. Now they understood. And so the galaxy whispered, voices hushed with dread. Never again, never provoke them again. For they knew humanity's patience was vast, their silence deep, but their vengeance, when roused, was infinite.